Hi, welcome to Divine Astrology and Enjoy. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 crazy, powerful, dangerous months of 2017. And I wanted to say you that my intention is not to scare anybody, but I couldn't help but notice all these planets and their movements and all these processes going on. So I was just planning on doing this video from a week or two, but I'm finally here doing it. So I was going to talk about June, July, and August of 2017, and I'll explain you why these are very powerful months. And I also give you a different video who have to be careful, what zodiac sign have to be, what's going to be like. So I always explain that when a planet is going through this powerful degrees 29, 0, and 1, they become extremely powerful and they make things happen. Like if a malefic, I don't want to start with a malefic, but if a benefic planet is going through these degrees, then it would obviously bring good things. But when we have malefic planets going through these degrees, and if there is any other aspects from any other malefic planets, then it would obviously bring some dangerous things or some malefic effects. So I was just trying to explain that. And I'm also going to talk about May last week. Just explain this one powerful combination that is going to happen, and I'll go. So now I'm going to talk about all the planets that is going through these degrees. We have Saturn in 2017 going through these degrees, and we have Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, because all these planets don't change signs each and every month or every 6 months. Saturn changes almost like 2.5 to 3 years, and Rahu, Ketu, they change every year and a half, like 18 months, and Jupiter every year. So it's not that they move through these degrees like more frequent. And also depending on what sign it is passing through or what planet it is passing or aspecting or opposing, makes it more complicated and makes it more powerful. So let me explain, let me break it down for you. And also with this malefics, when they are having an opposition, that means they are sending strong waves between each other, which could impact us more than the benefics. So from May 24th to 27th, this is the time that you need to be careful. I mean, not just you, everybody. Because on May 24th, we have Saturn going 1 degree in Sagittarius, which is a powerful. And this is happening in Nakshatra of Mola, which is ruled by Ketu. Like I said, a few people ask me, this nakshatra is not good, this nakshatra is good. No, it's not like that. Every nakshatra has their own powerful good things and bad things. So it's not that Mola is a bad nakshatra, but every nakshatra has a purpose and activities. So because it is controlling by Ketu, it is more towards the liberation part, which we are not very close. So May 24th, and we have May 27th, Mars going at 0 degrees and then goes into 1 degrees in Gemini. So Saturn is having opposite, like 7th aspect on Mars, where Saturn and Mars are 2 different planets, because Mars is a fiery planet and Saturn is a like dark or shady planet, like which is a cold planet. So it's completely different. And when these planets are having opposition, it obviously bring some unexpected and unmeaningful events. So during the last week of May, be very careful, especially this is happening in 3rd and 9th zodiac sign, which both represents short distance and long distance travel, pilgrimage, where people be in bulk, because 9th house is like cultural things, temples, religious places, travel to foreign places, doing foreign things. So be very careful during all these subjects. So let's go to June. In June, on 9th, Jupiter goes direct, which will be a powerful impact too, because now ever since Jupiter is retrograde, things are being very slow and everything is like very big mess. But now Jupiter is going direct, it will give a peaceful sense and everything will move forward. And on June 15th, we have Sun entering into Gemini at 0 degrees, and Saturn is already at 0 degrees, like 1 degree and 0 degrees in Scorpio, and Sun is moving into Gemini, which is like quite opposite. And Sun and Saturn are obviously the greatest enemies in the zodiac, so this opposition at exactly same degrees and exactly at these powerful degrees is going to be very dangerous. And at the same time, we also have Ketu conjunct Moon during the days, like couple of days before or after. And whenever Ketu and Moon is conjunct, it kind of brings fear, liberation, like isolation, sense of insecurity, pain, isolating from physical world, which is very emotional, because it's the Ketu and Moon we are talking about. So from June 11th, 12th to June 21st, around the 10 days, be very, very careful. I suggest like really careful. This is not just going to be a simple event happening. This is going to be big. So it's not just a terrorist activity, or it's just not a racist thing. It's going to be a big event. So try to avoid such kind of circumstances. Stay away from crowded places. Mars and Saturn combination can bring little events, but Sun and Saturn, this thing can bring really big things. And with Ketu and Moon, I kind of sense a lot of pain already. So be very careful around that time, especially from June 10th to June 21st. And I'll also talk about how this is going to affect each and every zodiac sign in a different video. But on June 21st, Saturn is going to enter Scorpio in 29 degrees. So at this time, everybody be careful, because 29 degrees of Scorpio is a drowning point. So be careful when you're into beaches and water and kind of stuff. Stay away from water related stuff. And finally, this Sun and Saturn opposition will also end on 21st when Saturn leaves and enters Scorpio. But we are talking about Jyeshtha Nakshatra, so this is also a nakshatra where unmeaningful and some dangerous things happen, because this is 8th house. And so be careful. Also, we have Mars in Ardra Nakshatra, which is ruled by Rahu, which brings little destruction too. So be careful around this time. My intention is just to give you like little insights on how to be, like, just to avoid such kind of things. I hope it will help some of you at least. So July is a month where which is much better than June and August comparatively, but in July we'll see a lot of problems related to water. It will be in natural or like climatic disasters, because we have all these powerful planets and powerful degrees in Cancer and Scorpio, which both are water signs. And we also have eclipses coming soon in August. So I believe this month will be a lot of floods. I also think that there will be a chance of tsunamis and stuff, because Mars and Sun are going to be in Cancer and Saturn is going to be in Scorpio, where there is no aspect or opposition, but still this is a water sign, and these three are the most malefic planets. And this being in water signs can impact the water bodies a lot. And since Scorpio, Saturn in Scorpio, and it is in retrograde motion, we could sense, because Saturn deals with minerals and raw chemicals, so we could sense that some of the water getting poisoned because of mix of a lot of chemicals into water. Or it could be because of Sun and Mars in a water sign, which is Cancer, which is 4th zodiac sign, which represents land, which represent comforts in the land. So this fiery planets and water and this land, all this combination could trigger out that there could be a sink, like, of land into water, like ocean levels can rise up, or there could be some part of the land that goes into ocean or something like that. I'm not really sensing 100% of it, but I can surely say that something about water is going to trouble us a lot in July. And August is obviously a very, very powerful month because we have two eclipses. And in this month, we have a lot of activity in Leo. First of all, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and we already have Rahu at 0 degrees in Leo. And on August 17th, Sun is going to enter into Leo. And on 21st, there is an eclipse on Leo. So it's like a lot of Leo energy, which represents government, kings, authorities, all kind of stuff related to government. So I think this month is going to be a big shake-up for government. There is also a downfall of a government, and I also think that there will be a big downfall of a government person. Could be a really powerful person in world politics. There could be some events happening with the government, shake-ups and assassination or death of a powerful political leader. I was guessing a name, but I was not going to talk about it in this video, but I might share it with a couple of my friends just to see if it is going to be happening or not. But like I said, it's going to be a big shake-up for government. And in July, I forgot to mention, Sun will be in its 12th position from its sign, like which simply is like losses and endings of a government. So July will be the month where you'll see the downfall of a government or changes in the government, or the leaders getting ashamed by the public because of the things or the events that happen. So in August, that will reflect, and it will be a change in government, or getting opposition from a lot of government. And especially when Rahu leaves on 18th, Rahu leaves Leo and enters into Cancer. This is the time that government will get little things to figure out. But still, we have retrograde Mercury in Leo, which is like this media confusing the hell out of the people and the government. They're not knowing what they're talking about the government, or they're not reaching the people with the current information, or there might be chances of having a lot of fake news around that time, because Mercury is retrograde and Mercury really deals with a lot of communication and stuff. And I'm going to talk about this eclipses in a different video, because these are really lunar eclipse is not going to be a powerful eclipse, but solar eclipse is going to be a powerful eclipse because this is happening in Leo. And as I said, we see a lot of activity in Leo, which represents government. So August will be a powerful month too, but as a disastrous month for general people, I think June will be affecting more. July will be a climatic disaster, and August will be a government issue, political things and stuff. So I'm gonna also do a video for each zodiac sign for June. I might do it tomorrow, maybe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Have a good night.